see, this mic is working already. I would like to have more conversation rather than just lecture about spaceflight, so I will flip through some slides and maybe we can think a little bit about what happened before and maybe think about what is going to happen in the future. But then I would like to have your questions, so please think about questions during this talk, and I try not to make you too tired from this. So this year we are celebrating 50th anniversary of Gagarin's flight. It happened, seems like not long time ago, but already 50 years passed, and a lot of events happened at this period of time. Gagarin flew 50 years ago, and the training center actually was formed just a year before Gagarin flew. So now training center named after Gagarin. Next slide, please. So this flight was done on Vostok spaceship, and this is relatively small spacecraft. It weighed about little more than 4 tons, and dimension of the capsule was 2.5 meters. It was built to fly one person, and Gagarin flew only one orbit, little more than 108 minutes, and it was also built from Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman in space, and she flew on Vostok 6 capsule. Next slide. After Vostok, next spacecraft was Vashod, and this capsule was built already for 2 and more people. And using this spacecraft, Alexei Leonov in 1965 made a first spacewalk. Signed to first joint US-Russian flight on shuttle. Vladimir Titov and I came to Houston for the training at the end of 1992, and we were training together with a crew of STS-60 mission. It was a very interesting flight. We did some medical experiments. We worked with a robotic arm and made very interesting experiment with a facility called Wake Shield that allowed to create very pure vacuum actually behind the special shield, allowing to grow a film of semiconductors there. And also we had fun, and maybe you know that Charlie Bolden became head of NASA. I saw him a few days ago visiting final shuttle flight. Next slide, please.
Thank you very much. That was a fascinating talk. Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, we have some time for questions. Just while we're thinking of the questions, if I may ask you one question. I met you for the first time yesterday, and I noticed you are a little bit taller than I am, and I was wondering how you fitted into your Soyuz spacecraft.
Folded several times. Actually, we have height limitation for Soyuz capsule, but major limitation is actually what we call seating height, because when we are staying in the capsule, the size of your spine actually what's important. So for a person who have longer leg, they can afford to be taller than others to fit in the capsule. And I would like Helen to join me for answering questions, because we flew together, we're a crew, so we have to take this challenge together also.
So in time-honored tradition, could I ask you if you have a question to ask, could you please raise your hand and the microphone will find you.
My name is Mark Brannigan, and I go to Hill House International School, and I wonder if we could be able to live on new planets in the future.
Of course, that's why we do all this research and development in space. And actually, being in international school, you have more chances to be part of international crew in future.
The question is, would you like to go and live on another planet? You would, good.